corals are super beautiful and vibrant. It is such a privilege to dive and witness these beauties firsthand. However, did you know that these corals are extremely important to marine ecosystems as well? Yes, they are indeed. They are extremely important as they harbor incredible numbers of species from minute shrimps to giant fishes, providing homes for countless marine animals. Fishes and algae surrounding the coral reefs have a symbiotic mutualistic relationship whereby both these organisms benefit from one another in the relationship formed. Sadly, excessive coastal development, destructive fishing techniques like using the fishing bombs, and of course, the primary factor, global warming, which warms the sea waters and acidifies it, results in coral bleaching and eventually the die-off of corals. According to the Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs) introduced by the United Nations, there was one goal dedicated solely for the conservation and sustainable of oceans, seas, and marine resources. This goal is the SDG 14, Life Below Water. This SDG 14.2 will be further focused, which target is into protecting and restoring the ecosystem, marine ecosystem especially, because we know that these cause and effects of implementation, but how much do we know of its solutions? The indicator 14.2.1 aims to ensure that a proportion of National Exclusive Economic Zones (EEZs) are managed appropriately using the ecosystem-based approaches available by 2025. In short, each country has a coastal borderline of which they are in charge of and can do anything with. Thus, the UN suggests that a proportion of these EEZs be sustainable, which has indeed already been implemented by the Malaysian government with the help of other organizations as well, like the REEFS Malaysia and TRACC Track, whom are vigorously researching and surveying on creating more heat-resilient corals and abundance of corals respectively. Many marine parks have been established to protect and restore coral reefs as well. Technologies like BioRock and Rigs to Reef were also introduced to promote growth and to protect the corals. Now, what can you and I do as public? Firstly, we can ensure that our livelihood or our parents' livelihood does not depend solely on fishing, but also other skills can be adopted like boat steering, fixing the engines of boats that would allow fishing to not be the sole main source of income. Next, to support ecotourism and follow the rules and regulations set. Do not touch and disturb the corals unless allowed. Also, think twice about the trash you're producing daily and where it ends up. Plastic materials suffocate and block sunlight penetrations from reaching the corals, causing bleaching to occur. Did you know that certain plastic debris has also been found in certain carnivorous corals? The results of these efforts will be more obvious and valued when necessary steps are taken by everyone to maintain and protect our coral reefs. Every effort counts. Have a nice day. Thank you.